The soil is bad for certain kinds of flowers. Certain seeds it will not nurture, certain fruits it will not bear, and when the land kills of its own volition, we acquiesce and say the victim had no right to live. In just a few lines, Toni Morrison unveils the nature of racism as a violent and dehumanizing force as cruel as the law of nature. Yet, real tragedy lies in the power of conformity and complicity, rather than the act of oppression. Toni Morrison, the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993, is a famous American novelist and playwright. As a black woman writer in the 20th century, Morrison chose to use conversational and colloquial language to tell the stories of characters who are silenced, whose voices drown in unbearable pain, griefs, and self-hatred. Like many black writers, she's interested in those who are wounded, debased, traumatized not only by others, rather by the inability to love oneself. Her first novel, The Bluest Eye, follows the life of Piccola Breedlove, a young black girl who wishes for one thing: beauty. Not just any kind of beauty. She desires blonde hair, blue eyes, and most of all, skin as white as snow. The novel explores the theme of intergenerational trauma among black lives, a theme that is very common in Morrison's works. Also, the novel examines the role of the media in monopolizing beauty for the white and for the wealthy. Like the flowers not nurtured by the soil, some faces have no right to live. Toni Morrison is the author of 6 other novels: Beloved, Sola, Song of Solomon, Tar Baby, Jazz, and Paradise. In her Pulitzer Prize-winning novel Beloved, Morrison went so far to expose the legacy of slavery in the form of a ghost, haunting the house of a former slave, begging the question, what does it mean to truly be freed? Set in rural Ohio after the Civil War, the novel explores the possibility and the yearning of finding love after generations of dehumanization and trauma. If a ghost is beloved, then perhaps a human being also deserves to be loved and to be desired. What is more important is Morrison's portrayal of these difficult attachments among her characters. She does not shy away from the ugly side of human nature. Love is not pretty, it can be ugly. Just like hatred can be eloquent and civilized and seductive. It is fair to say that the ghost in Beloved is not simply a metaphor for the trauma of the character's past. Rather, it is the embodiment of all the black souls that suffered through the horrific experience of slavery, along with other forms of systemic violence. The spectral presence of the ghost, existing between the state of being and non-being, is the symbol of all the voices that remain unheard, stories untold. Some unspeakable tragedies drowned in the middle passage, others buried in the white crest of the waves.